Fallout from the Roebling Bridge protest is just beginning.
And the community debate around it is only growing louder. So it's been nearly 24 hours now since that protest over immigration enforcement sparked a police response, then arrests on the Roebling Bridge.
Well, now questions are growing about policing, the actions of the protesters, and what led to a chaplain's sudden ICE detention. We do begin our team coverage tonight with reporter Sean Delancey. He's live in Covington, where police just wrapped up a news conference.
And Sean, what's Covington Police's response after we saw these videos make their way online?
Yeah, well, Adrian, the short answer to all of that is that they called this press conference to show what they say was their side of the story there, sharing body camera footage and some online social media videos that they say tells their side of the story. Police Chief Brian Valenti says that they didn't know anything was happening until they got the call that a handful of people were blocking access to the Roebling Bridge from the Covington side. Soon after that, and they got those people to disperse, they say that they learned a group of about 100 people were marching across the bridge, and they moved quickly to disperse the crowd. Now, much of this press conference centered around the arrest of Brandon Hill. People were outraged when video of an officer hitting him repeatedly in the head circulated. Valenti said that officer first thought that Hill may have a gun and then began struggling with him against the rail of the bridge. The chief says that Covington officers are taught to be aggressive when there is a chance that they could go over the side of a bridge, because the last officer to die in the line of duty here did so falling off of a bridge during a fight.
We do everything we can. We don't mess around on bridges. This is not an intersection. It's not in a park. It's not on a sidewalk. This is on a bridge, almost 100 feet above water.
Valenti says that the officer shown hitting Hill is on paid administrative duty as an investigation into his actions continues. As for the other arrests, Valenti says that officers announced multiple times over cruiser intercoms to have people get over to the sidewalks and disperse. Then they did so once again while out of the cars, and he says that they even tried to find organizers there, and when none of that worked, he says they moved in to start detaining people. Now, he says that this is only a tiny portion of the video that they have to review here. He says that there is at least 48 body-worn cameras that they're going to have to be going through, so there could be dozens of hours of video to review. Guys?
Yes, so many hours just because there were 48 officers out there. And if all of that body-worn camera was turned on, you can just imagine how much they have to sift through. Sean, thank you. Let's get now to reporter Alex Null, because he is live at the banks tonight. This is where that protest started.
Right, it started there. So, Alex, take us through what happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, it started here as a demonstration against ICE detaining former Cincinnati Children's chaplain Eamon Solomon. Now, when protesters decided to march on the bridge, it led to a clash with police.
A Thursday protest quickly turned to chaos.
No idea that was going to happen.
Wanda Crawford was one of the protesters. Police say they asked the group to get off the bridge before things turned confrontational. Video taken by witnesses shows police using non-lethal weapons. In one video, you can hear a taser being used. Police say more than a dozen people were arrested. Among them were 2 local journalists.
She's a reporter.
Those arrested were in court in Kenton County Friday morning, some with visible injuries on their face. A judge gave them all $2,500 cash bonds. They're due back in court on Wednesday.
I don't know that police brutality, or whatever you might choose to define it as, is ever necessary.
Covington police say protesters obstructed traffic and created safety concerns. They add that officers attempted to speak to organizers of the protest, but were met with hostility and threatening behavior.
I do not believe that from what I saw.
Crawford says the manner in which police responded was violent.
They could have de-escalated and been patient and said, hey, you can be on the sidewalks, but you can't be in the lanes.
What would you say to people who say, the protesters that were marching on this Roebling Bridge in a major thoroughfare maybe deserve to be arrested?
When there's a protest march for justice, some people are willing to be arrested.
Now, the protest was initially organized by the group Ignite Peace. I reached out to their program director earlier via text, and she tells me that at no point last night did police talk to her or any of her staff. We're live at the banks. Alex Nall, WCPO 9 News.